Hi guys, Ernest here. Most people live their lives with excuses and play the blame game. You see it every day and I see it every day. My news feed has been covered up with crap about Obamacare and how the government isn't helping anyone and people are losing their jobs. I don't feel sorry for these people who voted for free stuff and phones and health care and they're disappointed because in almost 8 years they haven't gotten their free stuff. Okay? This should be a wake up call that a job, job just over broke, isn't the security that most people think it is. When you work for someone else, you're building their dream, not yours. You're relying on them to make smart decisions, invest their money properly, and to lead the company in the right direction. If they don't, the company goes down the tubes. You're out of a job. Again, I wrote out a job in Blanco, Texas for 8 years at a convenience store, and I worked my ass off, sometimes 80 hours a week. Missed family gatherings, worked on Thanksgiving, Christmas, weekends, my birthdays, and even Sundays, all for someone else's dream. I picked up a second and third job sometimes, worked on weekends to make my dream. I didn't mind working for my employers. They were good people, and I stayed because I loved them. And I knew that I was adding something positive to a much bigger equation than myself. But I also knew that there would never be a better time to change my future, to become financially free, and to become a master of my own time than right then. Because I knew that the industry that I was in was going to retire me and put me out to pasture real soon. Quietly, while I was working for my friends Bill and Candy, I was also working on myself in my off hours. I was retooling, reinventing, and re educating myself to learn as much as I could about the internet, brushing up on some old marketing and sales skills. People use excuses like, "Sure, Ernest, it's easy enough for you to say because you're smart," or "you had money when you started," or "I would love to start a business, but I just don't know how." Well, I'm no smarter than anyone else. I just applied myself. I took action. I didn't wait on someone to hand it to me from a frickin' government agency. I went out and earned my own money to start my business. That's what those second and third jobs were all about. When I started my business, I was in debt. I looked eviction in the face more than once. I had the lights turned off more than I can remember. I had no clue what I was doing. I took a major risk that I could fail and did more than once. I felt like I had to climb a mountain to learn anything and everything, but I didn't make excuses. I spent every spare moment that I had studying, reading, associating myself with successful people and how they did it. I sacrificed fun with my friends and I made it my mission to not work for someone else and let them control my future. For anyone who makes an excuse of why they can't change their future or succeed, this is the very reason you won't become successful. And if you're still giving excuses, then you should know that's why you're still on the same you're still in the same position you were 5 years ago. And if you don't do something about it today, you'll be in the same position 5 years from now. Only it'll be worse. Successful people don't make excuses. They find a way. They don't allow a lack of funds, knowledge, or disadvantages to stop them. They go out and they get a job and they take some of their paycheck and seed a business account with it like I did. Mark Cuban said it best when he said only morons start a business on a loan. Go get a second or even a third job if you can and save up every nickel and dime you can to start that dream business of yours. Successful people don't allow lack of knowledge to stop them either. They get their hands on everything they can learn and learn as much as possible about the business they're getting into. They don't allow disadvantages to hold them back. They improvise, adapt, and overcome, just like the Marines. Successful people don't wait for the timing to be just right. They jump on an opportunity like a chicken on a June bug because they know if they don't, the bug will get away from them and the chicken will go hungry. Successful people don't need motivation from others because they have so much damn motivation themselves. They're already fired up. They already have motivation. Sure, they can read motivational books and listen to audios, but when it all boils down, it's in their mindset. They're either motivated or they're not. Successful people don't try. There is no try. They do. As Master Yoda would say, do or do not. There is no try. Unsuccessful people fail because they think everything is a scam, or they think it's too good to be true, or they say, I just can't believe it. That's why they fail. I've seen successful people from third world countries go from nothing to being successful online because they hustled. I've seen students who lived in first world countries like the United States give their coaches and mentors all sorts of excuses why they can't do it. Unless you're pushing up daisies or taking a dirt map, there are no excuses. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at in life right now. It doesn't matter how much debt you have. It doesn't matter how bad your life sucks. It doesn't matter if you have no knowledge on how to get started. If your desire to win is big enough, you will get off your ass and figure out a way to come up with the money. I know people who went out and mowed lawns, trimmed trees, shoveled snow in freezing weather, picked up dog poop from people's yards to make extra money. Yes, people will actually pay you to pick up dog poop. But when, not if, but when you set your mind to acquire the knowledge and skills to start building your dream and not someone else's, you'll be on the road to becoming successful financially, in your love life, and in your family life. You have a brain. Use it. You also have value. Start putting it to use. Don't let others hold you back from the life you were meant to live. We were all created to succeed, but somewhere in people's lives they got the wrong message and they believed it. You must unlearn what you have learned. You must learn new skills. You must reprogram your mind with material that will put you on the path to success and take you off the road of failure. I believe everyone can change their future when they make a decision to do whatever it takes. You might not be able to be a brain surgeon or a rocket propulsion engineer, but then again, you might be. You have to look at yourself realistically and see what your strengths and weaknesses are. But you, and only you, must make up your mind whether you're going to make a commitment to get to your destination and your goals. Nobody else can do it for you. That's my rant for today. Do well and prosper.